Hi, my name is Abigail Griebelbauer. As a speaker, I love to go into schools and talk to students about overcoming their doubts, discovering strengths they already have, and inspiring them to achieve more than they ever imagined.
So today we're going to talk a little bit about dyslexia. So most people know it as struggling to read or spell, but there's actually so much more to that. Each dyslexic will have their own set of challenges and strengths. So just as like a butterfly has different wings for every single butterfly, each dyslexic is going to have their own set of challenges and strengths.
As a teacher, it was making me start thinking about what are some other ways that I want to look at dyslexia and how can I adapt that in my classroom.
I actually learned what it was because I didn't even know what it was.
I found out I was dyslexic in second grade, but I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what dyslexia was. I didn't know the challenges that came with it. I didn't know the strengths that came with it. It was very difficult to read. And I do share that with the kids. I think it's important for them to feel seen if they also feel the same exact way that I did. So reading was extremely difficult for me, and reading aloud was the worst part of every school day. I think it's important for them to understand that not everyone's brains are going to work the same way.
I really enjoyed the presentation. I think it helps open the eyes of the kids to what some of their peers might be struggling with.
Some students are willing to share that they're dyslexic or they have ADHD or OCD or whatever, and they feel a lot more willing and open about whatever challenges they're facing. And I think that's a really important part. People with dyslexia will never be good at reading. 1 true, 2 false. What do you think? I see a lot of 2s. I love it. Yes, dyslexics can become really good readers. It just may take them either a little bit longer or a different way of learning for them to be able to become the best reader that they can be. I think that's why it is so important to talk to students about it so that they can start to see their strengths and also understand how to best help themselves with the challenges that they're facing. It wasn't until I was in high school and college that I actually learned that dyslexia had strengths. I had no idea that part of the things that my brain did were also great. So some of my dyslexic strengths: creativity, which is really helpful with creating books, and then perseverance. When I am struggling with something, you just have to continue to find ways that work. So it may be the 5th or the 7th try, and sometimes the 100th try, right, to get there.
Having dyslexia is not a sign of intelligence or lack of intelligence. They're very smart kids. We want them to be able to shine just as much as we want the other kids to.
This is one of my favorite questions to ask students. If you had to decide today, would you be an author in the future? Raise your hand if you would be an author. Yes, you want to be an author. I love it. Honestly, if someone told me in 4th grade that I was going to be an author later in my life, I probably would have laughed at them. Let my experience of being an author and being dyslexic show them that anything is truly possible, and that even if you don't think something's possible now, you can do it in the future.
I thought it was kind of cool that you could be an author.
I think it's really great for students to see someone who has experienced this be so amazingly successful and be such a bright light for the world.
Don't let what you are capable of today judge what you can do tomorrow. Just as a caterpillar can't imagine flying before its time, always remember that you are capable of more than you think.
If you're interested in booking me as a speaker, contact me today.